Michelle's painting in her PJs so she doesn't want to appear on camera.
Definitely not. Thanks, alright.
So she's doing more panels, undercoating now. And I'm in the van and I'm just put some more foam on, ready to run in the carpet on those sides. I've just put some foam up there and put some carpet around it for now. I'll layer up and over that as well. And then round and into that corner. There's yesterday's handiwork all sealed up. So that's looking very good, very nice now. That's ready for some primer. And we're going to pick some timber up later to start framing out for a kitchen area. Run a seal bead down there. Shell's painting again. Don't film me, I'm in my pajamas. I've just foamed all that top edge for that to run into. And I'm going to carpet these posts up, round and down there now. Bit more done across the front now, and the headline is screwed up. I'm going to glue these caps over, cut them off and glue them over, and they'll tidy that up. So across, round into the corner, that'll run up to there anyway, timber, and then down and into the line there. Obviously that board's in. How much can you see? It's not quite wide enough, is it? There we go. So that board's in, all carried through now on there. So it's time to start framing out for the kitchen. First of all, I'm going to just tidy up the foil edges and seal around like I've done down here. And then these can be filled now, really. Need a bit more filler, but they can be filled and sanded back and just touched over with undercoat. Very good. Front end first, back end second, so I've still got to shape all the pods and do all the reveals, and obviously get a mattress. But yeah, it's looking tidy. All cleaned and sealed now. So that's the, I just like the Puraflex obviously, but it does exactly what it's supposed to. It's got really strong adhesion to most materials, and it seals as well, as completely waterproof, so that means nothing's going to get down those joints, and it remains flexible, so all is good. All sealed up, all looking good. Time to go and get changed, things to do.
Rumpy. She's gorgeous. She's the baby. How are we going to get that in? Is it going on the roof?
Going on your head.
Thanks.
Where it's going.
Could balance it. I don't think you're going to be able to drive with that. Go up and then get in. Let me film you getting in. Thanks a lot.
Alright, we'll take care.
And you.
Alright, Dan. It's a bit tight.
Oh, let's have a look at you.
It's coming over your way. It'll slide and smack me on the head.
It'll slide and smack me on the head, you know.
Respite day.
Oh, excuse me.
Tired day. All the tiredness just goes bump, doesn't it?
It does. Hits you all at once.
All these good ideas again of getting up and getting out for a big walk.
Well, we can have a walk after we think. I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to have a walk, aren't we? A little walk along the canal.
To eat.
We'll just come up to the Saracen's Head in Holsall. Yeah, it's near where we live. But it's nice, isn't it?
It's lovely, the food's lovely. And it's a beautiful setting.
Just on the side of the canal. Hopefully we'll get a window seat.
Yep.
Oh yeah, we can get over there in the corner. Well, we hope we're going for some lunch. Shell said she checked and it's open. Well, it's early tea really, isn't it?
Yeah, late lunch, early tea, whatever.
The back doors were locked. The front doors don't look much better. Well, that scuppered that idea. We wanted to get the window seat here, didn't we? And just watch the world go by. You can see. We like that. There's another set of big windows just round there, and we like that one. You get to see both sides then, anything coming under the canal bridge. We've had to come further along the canal to the ship inn, which has a lovely view from the garden.
Have you read the sign? It's funny. Like most of the hospitality trade, we're a little short-staffed at the moment, so please be patient. If you don't think you can be patient, please ask for an application form.
Another little Great British canal side pub.
You make me nervous. I think I might be hooked on you. You said to me, it seems like you like me too. We can take it slow, make sure we do this right. Canceled all my plans to be with you tonight. So just sit with me, talking to the night until the morning, building chemistry. I don't think I ever wanna go come closer next to me. Trying to find another way to say this, but I think we were meant to be.
Good morning, back to Saturday already, and we've got a bit done already. Got the back ceiling panel and this side in. Just been sorting out some wiring, so I've run the aerial through. I've just patched that cable for now, and the old aerial can go up and bolt on the rack. And I've just put in the 3-core, if you can see here, just 3-core for making a two-way light switch to come up for this light and down to this light down here. And I'm just thinking about the extractor fan and wiring that. I don't know whether to put a separate feed in for the light or whether to just have that power in and have a two-way switch and have two single switches, one for the fan, one for the lights. And that way, when we want it as a drying room, which will be one of the functions of the shower and loo, we can just pop the diesel heater on for 10 minutes, pop the extractor fan on, and that will close the door, and that will just suck all the moisture out as things dry in there, as I'm sure will get wet out and about. So we're going to get the front ceiling board up now, and then I'm going to start thinking about my framework, my base framework for the kitchen and the shower. So I've decided to come, I've got this little step here because I needed to leave this board for the turning of the chair, so I needed to have that clearance there. But here I don't need it, obviously, because the chair doesn't turn all the way over to here. So I'm going to block off here and step back out to there for the back of the shower. And I'm just going to make this side single skin. The reason being is I want as much room as possible for my chair to come back, and if you can just show on the wall there, I've drawn a line there-ish, which is pretty much where I'm going to have it running, there or thereabouts. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have single skin on the inside and frame up, and then just keep a centerpiece that is within that line. So I should be able to get a nice comfy driving position, and we'll still have room in the shower to push the loo back into, just turn it on its side, push it back in, and still have a shower. And that means I can borrow a bit back then, because we don't need all that. When you're sat on the loo, I'll just move the loo. Let's use the... So, loo. That's a bit bigger, the loo, isn't it? You've got a bit more, you're not sat quite Asian squat style. But when you're on the loo, obviously the ball will run down your back. You're not sat back like that, so you'll just be sat. If you need to move it forward a bit, you can do. And then when it comes time to kick it out of the way, you can go right the way back there, and I can get a bit back more for the kitchen and still have decent room to shower.
Get the big boy out.
This is a family show, you know.
I wasn't even...
Yeah, they've all heard you before now, there's no denying it. Keep the mouse in the house and all that. That's good to that. So that's where we're going. And for these, we don't need anything massive.
Nearly 20,000, Mummy.
Wow, that's amazing, Maximus. You've done nearly 20,000 steps.
What?
Nearly 20,000 steps. So that's the framing out for the shower, isn't it?
It is. It certainly is.
It looks...
20 to 10. And that's the framing out for that finished. Like I say, I'm making it up on the fly, but that's the stud work done for there, and obviously the layout for the shower. You're getting a real feel now for the size of the van. Been a rainy morning, which is all right. There we go. See it in the daylight. The framework. The floor area will get varnished with the seal on the inside. It's cold. It's cold. Are you the driver? Oh. It's dark and dull. It keeps threatening to rain again, but I've started framing out for Maximus's bed. So I've decided to go with a piece of 4x2 against the wall so I can get good fixing in, and then I'll come off. I'll have to have a gallows bracket at that end, I think, to come up. So we'll sort something out there with that, and I'll probably put a post at this end inside what will be the cupboard face.
Oh, I do like the smell of wood and cut.
And rasped. It's coming along. I've got a stanchion in, and I've got the cross brace in, and I've rounded off and shaped that. Now, yes, it's tight getting in to our bed area, but
Just so happens that the cross is going to be directly over the water.
the water divining.
Very good.
It looks a bit tight. It does look a bit tight, but we'll be able to stand here to do most of the work, and the washing up will be here, so that'll leave that. But that'll be okay for moving stuff over when we're prepping, and we won't really need to go in here until we're getting into bed or getting out of bed. Okay, in real life, it didn't quite work out, so what I've done is I've knocked it back 100 mil, which just gives enough. Then Shell and I wouldn't have been able to get in and out of bed properly, and then I'll run it out to the 700 mil over there, and he should still have enough room to sleep comfortably, and enough head height that he can sit up in the day if he wants to go in and do his stuff in there. So that's that section framed out for the floor space now, and we've got the general feel of exactly how it's going to flow now, so we know where having a defined boundary definitely gives that a little bit more. Yes, I've taken some back off this. I've taken 100 mil back just because it was very, very tight. So all this needs sorting out now. It's all going to get framed in for the drawers that go in here. So I've just put a small bracket at the back of his bed of the thicker stuff, of the 4x2, and then I've just scribed out for a bigger bracket that's going to be made of ply. So I've made the brackets, and he can still get light and get a view out of there, and I've pinned the corner in together. Obviously the mattress will sit in there, and that'll all get painted in. I've just made a wedge for my scorver beam so I can get it square to the other side, or as square as I'm going to get it to the other side, so I can get the run on. So I'm just going to do the other one now, and I'm just marking with my bevel and then cutting out with the table saw. I'm just going to do the other side now. I don't know how much you can see of what I'm actually doing, so I've just got that. Brackets are cut, scorver beams in. They still need, I'll just bring the block plane in I think, and just chamfer the edge of those beams off there just to lighten them up a bit. There's going to be a plywood strip going across the end there now anyway, I think. I thought I'd best test it before he gets on it. But yeah, it's holding me, so if it holds me, it'll hold him for now. I think last time I looked, I was about 17.5, somewhere around there. So, and I can lie down, pretty much. My toes are out the end a bit, but I am 6'5". Do you think you'll be able to sleep up there?
Yeah.
Oh, don't roll off the edge till I've made sides. Do you want me to make a side that goes all the way up?
Yeah.
So it's a whole room?
Yeah.
So his little room is starting to come together, and got a wall up. That end I've just cut. Let's go round. I've cut the insulation out. I'm going to just put 20 mil up here, and that'll give him room then, a bit more room, because that was 50 mils. Well, it's getting late again. It must be coming up at 9. It's going dark outside again. There's no glorious sunset tonight, but his little bedroom pod is coming along nicely. You can see it's all scribed in under there now, and his mattress can just sit in. I don't know whether to get a 70 and just give him that bit more room. To be fair, it's not uncomfortable then on the slats, so I would imagine with a 70 he will just have that bit more room down that bottom end, and you can see where I've raised that up now as opposed to this side, and I've just carpeted it all in. It's getting late again. I do want to finish this end off, but I think it's going to have to go into tomorrow now. It's getting too late for soaring, and I need to pack up before it's completely dark outside.
In war, there's never an option to